so it might not do us anything. And I don't have the memory to the spare memory to keep like hour-long recordings. I have to start culling all those, too many game files. All right, we're back there again. Yeah. All right, we reset those. Let's go to your videos. Let's go to that. Do this one. Copy that link. Put it in this chat. There we go. There we go again. Like, we appreciate your dedication, sir. I'll be honest, I'm at the point where I'm like, fuck it. I'll just go look for a regular job because fuck this stupid streaming bullshit. I'm tired of this dropping out fucking bullshit. I'm sick of software not working. I'm sick of everyone telling me it's someone else's fault. Streamlabs says it's your internet provider. Internet provider says it's your hardware or your software, and no, it's not us. We don't throttle people. Like, I want someone's fucking head for this. I want to know who I have to blame and who's at fault. I want to fucking know, and I want someone held accountable. I'm tired of this. It is exhausting to just fucking have this happen erratically throughout the show. No rhyme or reason. That time it seemed like some sort of weird internet connection screwed with Streamlabs. I've got 45 minutes left in the show. And the ghosts in the machine. Well, Wild Saffron, then I want to beat the shit out of the ghosts in the machine. And I don't think it's the ghosts in the machine. Internet doesn't work. Software doesn't work. RAM doesn't work. Legs don't work, says Los Federales. Do you just want me to turn off the stream? Like, I mean, fuck it. Why not? And the memory, fucking whatever. You know what? I'll just say, fuck you, Los Federales. Get fucked. Cheers, Johnny, says Mr. Q. Group hug. I appreciate that thought, Fallen, but a group hug won't fix the issue with the KBS. It's Spooktober. All kinds of shit be happening. I mean, a lot of shit's happening, but I don't know why. Again, the thing had to F up to that extent. The other two connected. We even had audio on Twitch, so we didn't need to reboot for anything but YouTube, because whatever the hell happened glitched YouTube out to the point where YouTube wouldn't connect. So, Fallen the Great, blame 3i Atlas. I mean, maybe that could be a thing if it was like the internet as a whole, but it's just on this computer and just at this time of day and just when I'm doing my show. Like, I'll stream this Sunday, we won't have connection issues. My KBS won't drop. I'll run through dungeons late at night. I don't have any internet issues. I'll talk to Digger for God knows how long. I'll hang out with Digger, streaming videos and things for her while we watch them together. No problems. Any other time. And I don't know what I can do about Streamlabs other than I guess, call their support number pretty soon here and be like, all right, look, I've been paying you guys for a while, so either I'm going to need to cancel my membership and get my money back, or what the fuck, like, again, like, and like that threat will mean anything. Like, all right, go ahead, go for that, try and get your money back. Mr. Q asking if it's a naked group hug. No, it's not. It is not a naked group hug. It is not a naked group hug. Not interested. Not really my jam. Not a naked group hug. All right, we have our third hour stories, I think we can do. Oh, I somehow missed the squirrel story from Richmond, Ohio. In an ongoing effort to have less serious stuff, I had a story about them freeing a squirrel from a net in Richmond, Ohio. So let's do that. Oh, it's a Facebook reel. God, I hate the Facebook reel ones. No naked group hugs. Too many sweaty balls involved, says Lexi. That's fair. It's the busiest time for the internet is early afternoon, so that might have something to do with it. Well, the internet company insists to me that there's no throttling and that there's no way that could be the case. Like, that's not what they're doing.
Officer Pollock saving the squirrel.
Dude, you're lucky that squirrel isn't freaking the out right now. That squirrel's literally sitting there while you're there with a pair of scissors. You're lucky he's not losing his goddamn mind. He's got to be dead. Nope, never mind. He's alive and kicking.
Almost.
He's alive and kicking. He accidentally amputates the squirrel. Cut away from the squirrel, you crazy fuck.
Yay!
Hey, save the squirrel. Hey, how great would it be if somebody's cat or dog just came along and murked that mother? Like, hey, it's life. The circle, and then he just gets hit by a car. The circle of street pizza. But there you go. An officer saving a squirrel. Plot twist, it's a zombie squirrel. Yeah, I mean, the fact that the squirrel wasn't freaking out the whole time. P. Diddy sentenced to 50 months prison. Not enough for my bro, says Dollar General. I'm sorry. You want him to do more time? I can't control those things. You should make the internet company have someone sit in your house while you do your show. I really don't think I want to do that. That would affect my show, and the way I behave on my show is actually built around the fact that nobody else is here in studio. It would be weird if somebody was, particularly because I don't smoke like this just in front of somebody. If somebody were sitting off to the side so they can watch the KBS numbers on the screen, I'd be like, all right, well, this is weird because I'm gonna do this now, and that would, again, that'd be a problem. Certainly couldn't do like the hype trains, or I got to break out the bong. Now I got to feel like obligated to invite that person. That person feels like they might be obligated to like partake or not partake and keep up, or it's just, that's bad. P. Diddy, very bad man. Well, that's the rumor. And believe me, I believe the rumor. I totally believe the rumor. But P. Diddy, again, confirmed he does not wear pants when streaming, especially when Digger's on. Actually, not confirmed, sir, because I'll say this. I'm wearing pajama pants right now. Like, I'm wearing pajama pants right now. I'm wearing pants at this exact moment. I'm wearing Friday the 13th super comfy stretch pants. And you might be like, Johnny, that's incredibly unprofessional. You're dressed like you just got out of bed. And yes, because I didn't have to go anywhere today, so I didn't have a reason to dress up more. Like, I didn't have any nicer shirts. All of my other T-shirts are either dirty or they're just as childish as this one, so why change it? You know? I did my gem shirts in the wash, like literally right before the show. I wore my Digger shirt on Wednesday, so it's like I got this one. We've got this guy. I could have wore the hockey jersey, I suppose. I could have. The reason I don't like the hockey jersey, I have to go buy undershirts with the hockey jersey. It's too. The neck's too wide. It's showing too much of my collarbones, and I feel like a whore. And I've got to turn it down. I've got to tone it down and get a like an undershirt. What happened to dress up, Johnny? Where'd he go, says Lexi. Some of my dress up clothes got put away while I was packing. And then the other part of that is it's just I got sick of doing the ties. I decided it was easier to just wear the goggles all the time and do that as the bit than the dressing up. The dressing up felt nice for a little bit. But then after doing it for a while, I started being like, but I got to always go get them, and I got to press them, and I got to have my ties where the ties go. And just, I got lazy is what happened, Lexi. I got lazy. Again, that's what happens when you do a thing where you don't ever have to leave the place to do it. 4 years enjoying all the white ass he can take. Johnny 8 Brooks, good show, damn good show. I don't know if I'd say that. It's been very, very spotty. Thank you for that praise. Where is Lemmy? I mean Digger. See, that feels like you're trying to deliberately say Lemmy instead. I don't know. But I thought you knew, Johnny. She's out right now. She's on a little personal. She doesn't even do every Friday. She will be on next Friday for the crazy wild. We do links and all that other shit, and the show sponsorships up. The fund day. We used to call it Friday Fund Day, but that's kind of gay. So we went with Go F Me show. Oh, F, because I'm always saying, oh, F me, because I got to do this shit. So we're doing that next Friday. She'll be here for that, as always, to help keep track of all the craziness. Too lazy for a tie? Well, I mean, like, to do it day in and day out just for this 3-hour show, it has no real effect or bearing on how serious I'm. Like, we're still, like, I'm wearing a shirt and tie, but we still have people playing fart noises and stuff. So it's not like it elevated the intelligence of the program at all. And it certainly didn't seem to have much of an effect on the audience. I mean, we weren't going up or down. People weren't really super stoked about the dressing up. A lot of people just kept, doing like you guys are doing now, shitting on me. Like, that's the problem when your only speed is shitting on me. I can kind of do whatever I want. Like, what happened to this? Well, I got shit on for it. I get shit on for literally everything I do. I get shit on for the glasses. I got shit on for the egg chair. And then when I stop doing that stuff, either other people or the same people will shit on me for stopping. Like, where's this? And it's like, well, you were shitting on me for it. I thought I wasn't. I thought the egg chair was lame and gay. Why didn't I thought the dressing up was stupid and just to attract Digger. Well, goal succeeded. So again, if all I ever do is shit, wow, I really opened a can, huh? No, not really. I'm just trying to fill time because I'm paranoid that the KBS is going to go down. So I don't want to bother getting into stories because I pull up a story, I look away from the screen, and I read stuff that's up on the screen or whatever, and then this goes, and I'm fucked. So everyone loved the egg chair. Then you took it away, says Johnny 8 Books. No, not everyone loved the egg chair. I got shit on for the egg chair, too. And the egg chair, the only reason I haven't brought it back is I just can't wheel it in and out. The hand is stronger. If the legs pick up in the next couple of days, we can see about bringing the egg chair back. Here's where I'll say this. If I can get to the point where I'm going to errands to do the show every day, then I'll certainly be able to wheel the egg chair in and out. But it's annoying. We need a good rant. Can you record the levels to see if there's a pattern or something to troubleshoot? I'll have to look if I can do that. Because it's on this thing at the bottom here. Performance window. Open the performance window, CPU, FPS, frames dropped, KBS. All right, this just lets me pick what's there. I want to be able to record the KBS. I don't know if there's a way to. Awesome news, Johnny. Go drugs. Right, if I actually get stronger, and I've felt a lot stronger hand-wise and stuff, we'll see how it goes over the weekend. I'm going to be recording, like, little private videos of taking my pill and talking about where it's at. And I'm going to edit that together on Sunday, I want to say, Sunday night. I'm going to edit that and post that Sunday night, and it'll be week 1 of the Mectin. It's going to be a video. We'll just pick clips out of my show when I took the pills and talked about it, and then we'll pick the other ones. So there we go. We need a good rant. I thought I just gave you a good rant. I thought I had a good rant about the whole I get shit on for everything I do. That's why I decided to stick with the glasses, because I get shit on for everything I do. I was like, well, these are easy. This will kick down the door nice and fun. And honestly, like, after doing it for a while, I do enjoy having the blinders so I don't see all 4 screens when I'm trying to focus on one here. It's nice. It's not the worst thing in the world. All right. Alrighty. We have a half hour left in the program. Let's grab the third hour stories here. We have the government of, New Zealand? Not only do they have gun control, they have things that look like gun control. And by that, I mean they literally control whether or not you have things that look like guns. It doesn't matter if they're fake, inoperable, and entirely a decoration piece. You can't have it. So we've got those loading up. And see, like, now I'm checking this right here. I load up 6 stories almost simultaneously for the program. The computer's got the ability to do all that. Got the ability to do all of that. The rest of it don't. It's a pain in the ass. It Spooktober, all kinds of. Yep, we covered all those. He needs a suit like John Wick style. Who, me? No, God, no. I can't move around in a full suit like I used to be able to. If that were a thing. Okay, why am I don't even understand why I had to do that. All right, I don't know what I'm going on about. What the heck? I like the glasses better with a tie, says Johnny Brooks. I will say the glasses do look nice in the full DJ outfit. I'll have to use my DJ clothes again anyway if I get healthier and I'm DJing. So we'll have the chair back. We'll have the chair and the glasses. After that, I don't know what I'm doing. What are we doing? Okay, so New Zealand's officials are forced to destroy inoperable plastic replica guns gifted by Kash Patel. Oh my God, that's sad. So New Zealand officials had to destroy the fake guns because even fake guns are banned in New Zealand. During a series of meetings with the New Zealand's top security officials on July 31st, FBI Director Kash Patel reportedly presented 3 3D printed replica pistols mounted on display as gifts. The recipients included Police Commissioner Richard Chambers, Andrew Hampton, Director General of the New Zealand Security Intelligence Service, and Andrew Clark, Director General of the Government Communications Security Bureau. After receiving the gifts, the officials immediately sought legal advice to determine the compliance with New Zealand law. Police firearm regulators examined the items and determined they could potentially be rendered functional, demanding their surrender and subsequent destruction. So nobody in New Zealand's allowed to have a gun, like not even the cops. The cops don't have guns. So is that just like a giant advertisement to commit crimes in New Zealand? Wow. Richard Chambers, New Zealand Police Commissioner, confirmed the compliance review and outcome according to the report. To ensure compliance with firearm laws, I instruct police to retain and destroy them. So the police destroyed the guns. So nobody, they don't even have the fake guns, guys. They don't even have the fake guns. But do the police have guns? Here's where I'd have a problem. Like, nobody can even have gun replicas, but the cops can shoot you. So where does that line stop? Do the police still have guns? Are you saying yes? I think you're saying yes. The other thing, never going there. Super deadly animals like Australia, but they don't let you have a freaking gun. To hell with that. Well, as Crocodile Dundee taught us, all you need's a knife. So maybe you're the pussy for needing a gun. It's the fact that they are completely incapable of fire. Well, they could be rendered to be functional, so we better get rid of them. All right. I mean, I guess if we're going to blow past all of that, why is Kash Patel giving people 3D printed weapons, even if they are fake? What's the point of that? Like, hey, America, here's a Glock. Like, okay. Strange gift. But the fact that it was mounted to a display entirely for show purposes. That's like saying I have to declare my Frostmourne because it's a sword. I'm like, you realize you're not supposed to swing that thing around. Like, if I hit something with it, that thing's shattering. It's not made for use. All right? It's for looks. I'm not raising the dead with it. It's a fucking sword. And no, I don't actually have a Frostmourne. If I had a Frostmourne replica, I would be so happy. But no, I don't actually have a Frostmourne replica. I guarantee you, if I had a Frostmourne replica, you know what the backdrop would be? Oh, and when I redo the studio setup, after I move, if I can set it up with 2 camera angles, I need to have a green screen angle and I need to have a nerd wall angle because I have so many stupid nerd shit. I should use those for the game streams and stuff too. Just be like, hey, look at this, and then we go to the. There you go. Anyways, never going there. Animals, Australia, and we're good. All right, so Alabama man. All right, we have this story. I was talking about fingernails the other day. A lot of people really enjoyed talking about dude's super long fingernails and the funky shit he do with them. So let's go to this story. Oh, I thought it was a video. Listen to this article. If he went for if he earned a world record for 3 foot 6 inch beard locks, why can't we have an actual video story? That's my question. So let's go to Dr. Dreadlock here. So wait a minute, is it beard locks or just a single beard lock? So he's been braiding his beard into one long chain. Oh, this guy totally deserves an award. What the heck? I'm trying to get through this story, but I can't. I don't understand what's going on here. All right, let's go back and put this back over here. Oh, that's why, because it minimized it after it popped that ad up. Fucking ads, man. I can't stand them. All right, so a what? What's a frostbite sword? Frostmourne. Here, look. I'll show you a picture. A Frostmourne sword replica. Open image in new tab. Most often, so what we're talking about is this. There we go. That. It is a sick-ass World of Warcraft sword. And if I had that, it's like over $100. It's not cheap. If I had that, it would be mounted on a wall, and it would be prominently displayed, and I would be so happy. But I also would never, ever use it. I bet there's a smell. To the beard lock? Absolutely. Frostmourne, not as much. What happens if I look under shopping? Oh, dear Lord, I was wrong. Yeah, prices range anywhere from $279 to $1,500. $500. Lich King sword and leather. All right, yeah, like again, medieval collectibles. $247. Yeah. What the heck? 2-piece set? There shouldn't be a 2-piece set. Frostmourne isn't a 2-piece sword. It's one sword. Yep. So that's expensive. Shit show. Johnny stinks. Oh no. That's the fortunate thing. I don't have to go. Like, I'm at home. I'm just go take a shower. So it's really nice. It's really, really nice. It's a brilliant setup. You stink. Shit show. We have Star Wars lightsaber could be rendered operational. It must be destroyed. That would be funny. I understand you only love the abuse when it comes from Digger. Look, squirrel. Oh. Yeah, that would be funny if look, we need you to turn in your lightsaber. We're worried you were going to start using it to kill the younglings, and we can't have that. So, unfortunately, you need to turn it over to HR, and it needs to be humanely disposed. Isn't the picture you just showed me like the gauntlet and sword combo? So wouldn't there be like a little shield gauntlet with it? No, that's the sword itself. The picture I showed you was the sword. It has a literal skull as its hilt and sword guard. So it's like the skull is wrapped around the sword and everything. The whole thing is the sword, and it was sitting on a mountable plaque that you could mount up somewhere. So there's no shield. It's a Lich King's sword. He doesn't need a shield. He uses it to raise dead people. So yeah, there's no shield. But yeah. Low Eyes. I think I may have pissed Johnny off a little bit earlier when you're just like throwing shit at me, and I was clearly not in a good mood. So yeah, it pissed me off a little. I'll give you that. Isn't the picture? Yep, we just covered that, and Twitch's chat hasn't even moved. So we made some money on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube, and I'm happy with that. I'm not gonna push it with the issues we've had. So I will check to make sure I didn't miss anybody in a few minutes. For the support on Twitch or on Streamlabs, PayPal, and Venmo, and then we'll we'll wrap this up. We got about 20 minutes left in the program. We have a few things left to cover. We've got a driver who spent $700 on their car to find out what was causing an issue. We usually have a couple people that are mechanics and mechanically inclined, so thought that one would be fun. That's a rip and read, though. Do we have a good video story? Holiday Inn's got wake up smells. Yeah, maybe in a little bit. This one could be interesting. Oh yeah, the Marry Me chick. But that's headlines. Oh, me. I don't have any good video stories, do I? I don't. We were talking about the Alabama man. Alabama man. And his dread thing. I thought it was going to be a video. He has 3 foot 6 inches for his dreadlocks. So it's getting down to his feet. Great. Martino said he washes his locks once every 2 weeks and that they can take 2 or 3 days to fully dry. He said he doesn't intend to cut his hair or beard anytime soon. Oh boy. That's gross. You know what? That's love for the lady that's sticking that out. All right, we've got all of those things done. I guess we'll just have to go to something else. I can't. I was really hoping one of these stories had a video. A daughter of 23 refused chemo and began doing frequent coffee enemas to fight her cancer because her mom influenced her to do so. Oh boy. How did that work out for you? We'll open this image in a new tab. And let's see. There's the mom. Open image in new tab. I hate people who do this with their kids. Like, no, I want to make a statement. Like, you're not the one dealing with the condition. People who aren't dealing with the condition you shouldn't push your kid to deny chemo. That's kind of really, really fucked up, ma'am. All right, so this is the lady in question. Here we go. Put her picture up while we talk about her. A young cancer patient who died after refusing chemotherapy in favor of 5 coffee enemas. Okay, how do you... No offense. No offense to the lady who passed or your mom. How the hell do you think taking coffee in the pooper is going to get you off of your cancer problem? I mean, if it was literally as simple as shoving coffee up your... One, the pharmaceutical companies will kill you if it's that easy. If it's that easy as just putting a few beans up your bean, like they're gonna silence you. This is big money for them. 2, and I realize I'm saying this as someone who's taking ivermectin. Like, I just feel like, in what other situation is a coffee enema a viable treatment? Like, I take ivermectin for the MS right now. Lexi, maybe it'll help MS. Yeah, maybe it'll help the MS. Or you're gonna get a coffee enema, and all you're gonna have is just a highly caffeinated ass. I've got a French roast. I've got a French rump roast. How did I not get French rump roast the first time? I should have done that one. Coffee enemas. What is with the... I gotta know, because it happens in this chat too. I cannot believe you would not want what's best for the kid. Sad and dumb. Well, maybe, like, to be fair, maybe she thought it was what's best for the kid. Maybe she thought chemotherapy was bullshit, and the real secret was, the best part of waking up is Folgers in your butt. Like, I mean, where did we get the idea that the coffee goes very clearly in the top hole, not the bottom hole? And, like, being willing to add the coffee enema to the regimen, sure. Weird choice, but sure. The idea that we'll give up entirely on the chemo because we're getting the coffee enema. Palmera Shemirani, who was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin lymphoma in 2023, eschewed conventional treatment for the alternative, a healing path overseen by her mother, Kate Shemirani, a controversial health influencer. So she is a health influencer online, and literally you can't have a better ad than "you killed your own daughter." Why would we take you seriously? It seems that if Palmera had been supported and encouraged to accept her diagnosis and considered chemotherapy with an open mind, she probably would have followed that course, Coroner Catherine Wood said at Thursday's inquest hearing. Paloma died at 23 last year from a heart attack that doctors believe could have been triggered by a large tumor compressing her airways. Upon her diagnosis, she was told by doctors that her cancer was, quote, treatable, and that with chemotherapy, she had an 80% chance of recovery, and you convinced her to shove coffee up her butt, and she died. Oh, my God. Her mother should be charged with murder. However, her mother, a former nurse and well-known anti-vaccine advocate, pushed for her to pursue alternative medicine. Look, taking alternative medicine alongside, but not... Kate, who was removed from the British Nurse Registry in 2021 after a committee found she spread theories that the public is at significant risk of harm, had taken a leading role in her daughter's treatment. Kate, a breast cancer survivor, credited her own recovery to the Gerson therapy. This alternative approach aims to detoxify the body through a strict vegan diet, natural juices, supplements, and frequent coffee enemas. Citing her own success, she recommended therapy for Paloma. How did that work out for her? Again, I can understand how this could help, but I don't think it's gonna. Again, if it was as simple as eating right and shoving coffee up your ass, let's just say people in power would never die from cancer. Food and Drug Administration has not approved Gerson therapy as a treatment. Would describe Kate's conduct towards her daughter as incomprehensible but not unlawful. The influence was brought to bear on Paloma did contribute more than minimally to her death. Yeah. Wood noted that Kate's extensive questioning of medical staff and suspicion of Western medicine en masse likely seeded some form of doubt in Paloma's mind as to her diagnosis. I'd believe that. The mother should be locked up. I agree, St. Caesar. The mother should be locked up. This is the mother. Watch a whole bunch of people change their mind when they see her. But yeah, this is the lady. Like, I can understand not trusting all of vaccine science with reference to specific vaccines that came out alarmingly quickly. Oh, which, by the way, speaking of cancer, guess what we've found has been linked to causing cancer? So, first of all, this isn't surprising because California will link everything to causing cancer. But secondly, the COVID vaccine has been linked to causing cancer. That's a big nose there. It's not a small one. And now it's the only one that's in the family because, again, she killed her daughter inadvertently. She accidentally killed her daughter. You know that she got like she couldn't go on the internet or anywhere else around the time of her daughter's funeral because people probably should not like, oh, it's your fault. You got her killed. Like, and that's true. It's totally true. But that lady probably couldn't go anywhere near them shits. So it's just, you couldn't go anywhere near it. Driver costs up $700. Do we want to talk about the $700 for mechanics to investigate bizarre cracking sound? Wait, there's a video with over 3,000 views on TikTok? Well, I want the TikTok view. All right, so she took it in to find out what it was the whole time. I literally took my car in for this cracking noise under the dashboard to find out it was this the whole time. You have a setting on your car that it's playing Sounds of Nature Warm Fireplace? And you didn't... Like, here's the... You had no idea your car was doing this. You paid $700 to find this out. I wouldn't brag about that. I wouldn't post that video on TikTok. I thought there was something wrong with the vehicle, Alex Navarez told Newsweek of a cracking noise under his dashboard when... Oh, Alex is a lady. Which she first noticed, of course she's a lady. After a 5-hour drive, the Gothamite, there's a place called Gotham, who owned the vehicle for 5 years, said a prior mechanic had found signs of rodents in her engine and was worried this could be a rat's nest, especially as she had parked on the street in New York City. She dropped nearly $700 for the checkup. Meanwhile, an internet search revealed that the cause could be low levels of coolant. As Navarez was already due for a 60,000-mile checkup, she asked the mechanics to investigate the strange sound, but they could not hear the cacophony of you. All right. Reported that they did not hear a noise, and that was that, said Navarez, who finally solved the car crackling caper after getting her automobile back from the shop. While sitting in the vehicle, the New Yorker noticed the source on her infotainment screen, a fireplace soundtrack emanating from her whip's speakers. Offered as part of the, quote, Sounds of Nature app, the Faux Inferno came complete with snap, crackle, and pop of burning logs in a hearth. Oh, you've got to feel so stupid. I can't talk, though. What the fuck? Okay, never mind. Reporting spent 7... commenters and sympathize with the woman's plight. One sympathizer writing, That is something that would happen to me. Others shared similar stories, mistaking innocuous for serious vehicular issues. I can't talk, though, recounted one. I took my car in because my windows been rolled down. The windows were locked windows took in my car because my windows been rolled down. The windows were locked, very embarrassing and a waste of gas. We had someone bring in a car in case they kept because why can't you fix their posts? We had someone bring in car cause they kept hearing a noise in the door. We took the whole door apart, looked in and out, put it back together. They took it, still hearing the noise, investigated further. It was a coin rolling back and forth. So it wasn't the door. Uh-oh. What the fuck? I don't even want to know what that is. I just saw a picture of something out of the side of my eye that I couldn't fathom what the hell that was. I've been told in court on record that Caucasians are held to a higher standard of personal behavior, and the U.S. Constitution is used as a guide. Okay. That's an interesting statement to make here. I have no way of verifying that at the time. Why do cars need an infotainment screen? I want a bare bones nothing. I want to go back to my old 4020 tractor and my old F-150. I would like cars to be offered without, like, the infotainment shit. And the funny part is now they're offering cars with features where you only get to access them if you pay a, like, subscription fee. How long until we're not actually buying a car anymore? Now we're just renting them. We've had leases forever, but how long until we're not allowed to own the car? We just have to keep paying the lease. The weekend is officially underway, says Wild Saffron. Yeah, I missed 420. I missed 420. The weekend is officially underway. There you go. There's our 420 bird. I'm starting to wish I had some more water. This thing's out. But you know what it is? If I had more water, I would have drank it by now anyway. And I'd really have to go to the bathroom. I only kind of have to go to the bathroom. I think we can hang out for another 8 minutes and I'll be okay. But if I'd had more water, then we'd be in trouble. I'm white trash and I'm in trouble. All right, so that one's done. We've got like 8 minutes left. Let's talk about this last thing. Speaking of the weekend officially underway, Lisa Cantanano is looking for love, and we're gonna open image in new tab, and open image in new tab. You know what? Open image in new tab. There we go. There we go. All right, guys. If you're single and you know it, buy a billboard. Here's our girl. Let's get over to her. This is our lady. Lisa Cantanano believes in love at first sight. Fuck you, whoever wrote this. The Bay Area singleton, 42, is spending a ton of money on digital billboards along California's famed Highway 101. MaryLisa.com. Dear Lord. MaryLisa.com. I'm putting myself out there, Cantalano, a vintage clothes retailer from San Mateo, California, told the Post with a laugh. People would be shocked if they knew how much this is costing me. I don't think we'd be shocked. It's not surprising. Cantalano, who launched her ad campaign on September 2nd, chose not to disclose how much the exploit has cost her over the past month, but the wannabe bride means business. This is not a joke. It's not a gimmick. This is serious, self-funded endeavor, she insisted. I just want to find my husband. Oh, so she's really looking for love. The ad campaign, spanning 45 miles between Santa Clara and San Francisco, drives traffic to her personalized dating website, marylisa.com, where eligible bachelors can apply to be her guy. Her billboard fees are based on dynamic pricing, so she pays varying sums for each post depending on supply and demand, as well as the time of day and location of the ad. She's also taking out ad space atop taxi cabs, further promoting herself to motorists around the region. It's a costly, clever attempt at finding love, for which the millennials caught flack from cyberbullies, who've deemed her insane and, quote, delulu, or delusional. Why can't delulu? I want a Flintstone car, yabba dabba doo. She's looking for love, and I'm looking for head. Oh, see, that's you're an example of why this isn't going to work. These billboards are just going to attract all the wrong attention, and they're going to apply for yourself. Apply on behalf. That's a scary one. So I can apply on behalf of someone else, so I can try and set you up with whoever I like? Does it have to be a dude, or can I send women your way? What if I know a lady who's only into ladies, and I think you would be perfect for her, and she would love it, and you guys would be great? Like, what if I've got a chick for you? Am I allowed to do that? Am I allowed to do that? She's among a growing number of hopeless romantics who've thrown their money at their relationship problems, hoping the investment would pay off in spades. Everly Tilson, a corporate litigation attorney from Los Angeles, previously told the Post she'd pay a $5,000 referral fee to anyone willing to help her find the one. And much like Consolano, Mohammed Ibrahim, a New Jersey man on the prowl, has too purchased billboard space, including prime real estate in Times Square, seeking the soulmate of his dreams. Where's his one? Oh God, guys, she has a TikTok. Of course she has a TikTok explaining her whole thing. Of course she has a TikTok. All right, let's do this one.
Valley between Santa Clara and San Francisco to advertise my personal dating website, Mary.
Hi, I'm Lisa. I'm looking for love, and I'm trying to find it.
What the fuck was that about?
I wish I could say that this sounds a little bit less questionable.
Actually looks.
It's been months since I've been on a date.
Why the hell, when I clicked
The more I elaborate on it,
this,
that's just not the case.
I've rented space on a dozen digital billboards on Highway 101 in Silicon Valley between Santa Clara and San Francisco to advertise my personal dating website, marylisa.com. Here's a look at 3 of the billboards in action.
remember that Japanese billionaire that did something similar if a man would marry his daughter? Problem is, she is gay. Was that really the problem? Was the problem she was gay, or was the problem nobody wanted to marry his daughter? Maybe if she fixed the lack of upper lip and cleavage. Oh.
It's difficult to capture a clear image of the billboard graphics in person since the screens are backlit, but
She seems fine. She seems fine. Like in kind of a Lois from Seinfeld way. I will admit, though, those are small tits. I will admit she has a remarkably not well-endowed chest. But there's enough there. You know, at least you know they're natural. She's not faking you out. She's a real lady, you know? I mean, she might have to use her arm to hike him up to give him a little more, like, vavoom. But, you know, I think you are being awfully nitpicky, sir. Teeth are a bit much, though. I mean, the smile, like, they're so big. It's just, I've seen a horse with.
here's how high-res it actually looks.
It's been months since I've been on a date. I can't even get men to talk to me on any of the apps. It's
Right. Have you ever thought maybe it's you? No offense. How hard is it to get the dudes to talk to you on the apps?
time for a bold move.
What's bolder than running billboards?
It's time for a bold move. I mean, really? I would call it more a I seem crazy move, but bold, okay.
On the side
I mean, look. That picture, she was fine.
Major highway to essentially market myself. The website has tons of information about me. If you or anyone you know.
It's all right. She's all right. No, I don't think. I love it. Yeah, dude, it's a fun time. It's a fun time for her. I hope it works for her because she's certainly paying the bills to make it happen. Now do you when you meet a guy, does he owe you that money? Like, is he at all responsible? Do you just guilt trip him for how much money you spent to make him part of your life? Or to find him? Do you rub it in his face? Like, do you realize I put way more into this relationship just to fucking find you? I dropped bank. Like, do you do that, or is that a dick move? Imagine the stalkers she'll catch with that bait. I know. They already said internet, like, bullies and stuff, and I'm like, forget cyber bullies. What about stalkers? What about crazy people? They're like, no, I think we could work. You and I could be a thing. I look like a man, but I identify as a woman. Like, I think like that's what she'd be in for. All right. Well, I apologize for the problems we've had today. It's not okay. I got to figure something out. We're going to get going. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. The cat came in, yowled, and is now leaving. So I've got, I don't know, maybe put on a pair of jeans and go upstairs and see my daughter. We've got like life to do, so things and stuff. I'll be back on Sunday with a game stream at, I believe, 4 p.m. this Sunday, Central Standard Time, for another WoW raid on Omega, Mana Forge Omega, with Jesus Christ now, Nucleatic Gaming, Bricks Gaming, and I want to say Sulfur Surfer. But I swear that's got to be wrong. Anyways, we'll be back on Sunday for a little bit if you want to check that out. Otherwise, we'll see you on Monday. Yeah, have a great weekend. I hope you all have a great time. Take care.
Hey world, what should we do? All the jokes have become the news. Take the black pill they're prescribing you. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. There is nothing to say, nothing you can do. The government and media just lie to you. Sit back and laugh, it's overdue. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The host is a cripple, he can't stand gravity or the man. Game over. Game over. Game over. Game over. The show is the chat Johnny doesn't understand. We don't care.